shade going on. You know, this is a beautiful day in San Diego. I can't complain about a whole lot. But today we're going to talk about the United Supreme Council for the Western Masonic Jurisdiction, Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite Freemasons. We're getting ready to host our annual Supreme Council setting. This will be our 102nd setting. We have a very rich history as far as the Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite, Freemasonry, and affiliated departments are concerned. I'm very proud of this organization. I've been a part of it for a very long time. I've had many ups and downs, and let me tell you, some ups and some downs. But through it all, we'll maintain a cohesiveness within the body. And I want to send a big shout out to my brothers over in the UK, Mystic Lodge number 619, for their continued support. I want to send a big shout out to my brothers over in Trinidad, United as One Lodge number 13, under the leadership of Grand Inspector General Brother Goldstein. He's gonna beat me up for that. I want to send him a big shout out, man. I'm really enjoying this opportunity. Also, I want to send a big shout out to my brothers in Louisiana who supported us. Valley of the Kings 360. Working up under John G. Jones Grand Lodge in California. I want to send a big shout out to the brothers out of Atlanta who's coming to support us. Man, I mean, they are definitely coming out to support us, and I want to say how much I appreciate them around, the globe. Those brothers who will receive souvenir journals, those who put their pictures in our souvenir journals, we want to say we appreciate you, because there's a lot of work that goes into this Supreme Council. We don't want to miss any opportunity to tell any individuals who supported us thank you. I want to send a big shout out to my brothers over in Brazil, Grandmaster Herbert, for his continued support. Just got off the phone with him. I want to say thank you. This is to me what it's really all about. I mean, we're preparing for this session. It's a lot of hard work, but the thing is that when you do these type of sessions and everybody's on board to see you succeed, that's what it's all about. Now, some people ain't gonna be able to make it. I get it. But for those who are going to be in attendance, those who are supported, whether it be financially or whether it be in spirit, we want to say thank you. And this is what this session today is all about. Is just really saying thank you to those who are going to support, those who are going to support this up and coming Supreme session. And we're going to be talking about what goes on at the session for us. I can only speak for my jurisdiction and what we are involved with. And the Supreme Council session is being hosted by John G. Jones Grand Lodge, California, and Garden of Eden Grand Chapter. Grand Matron Diane Miller and Grand Master Calvin Sanders are the host state for this session. The last time we had a session in California was in 2000. I want to say 2007, 2006 was the last time we had a session here. And the last time we had a biannual session here in San Diego was back in 2000 and it's been a minute, about 2010, something like that. But anyway, we're here now, and we're getting ready for this particular session, and I'm looking forward to a great time. So let's have a conversation about the Scottish Rite and York Rite degree work. And I'm going to speak in its pertaining to the Western Masonic jurisdiction and who we are. I would say our body practice everything, including the primitive rites. We practice the primitive rites. We have a sanctuary. We practice the degree work on the Scottish Rite side. The way we are structured is that a brother receives his Royal Arch degree work, and then he begins to practice in those degrees under the Royal Arch. And then he goes from the Royal Arch, crosses over to the Lodge of Perfection, and then there he's practiced the degree work under that from the 4th to the 14th. We also have an understanding that within the framework of the Royal Arch degree work, there's a Royal Arch on the Scottish Rite side too. Go check that out. Greetings, brothers and sisters. United Most Wishful Scottish Rite Grand Lodge of Houston, Granted, pleased to have you aboard with us. So we're structured that way, and then once a brother receives his Lodge of Perfection degree work, he's able to, if he chooses to, cross back over and go into the Templar's work. There you will find the various Templars degrees, and then he crosses back over for his Sublime Prince of the Royal Secrets under the Scottish Rite. So this is how we're structured. Other jurisdictions have their own way of doing their work, but this is how we're structured. Once a brother receives his 32nd degree, he then can go into the primitive rites. He can receive his primitive rights degree work once he obtained his 32nd degree. And then from there, in our jurisdiction, you have to be a Knights Templar and a 32nd Sublime Prince in order to be part of the Shriners. And we practice the ancient Arabic order, Nobles of the Mystery Shrine, founded 1893. John G. Jones is the founder. We practice that that Shrinerdom work. Uh, and Imperial Potentate for us is none other than Wilford B. Smith, Brother W.B. Smith, as he likes to be called, Imperial Potentate. You know, he has his own style and how he does his work, and I can appreciate that. And you know, to all of the affiliated department heads, you know, I'm looking forward to the workshops that we're going to be doing. And this is what I like about what we do here. Yeah, we handle business, but we do a lot of workshops, and I like that because what happens a lot of times, and brothers don't get an opportunity to see the full works of the various houses in their state. So when you come to a supreme session, you want to see how this thing is supposed to cut off, how what's supposed to actually happen. See the workings, the inner workings in these various houses. Instead of just receiving the obligation in these degrees, you can see the workings in a degree. And that's the beauty I find here is that we initiate in all of the degrees. If you are a part of this jurisdiction, Scottish Rite, York Rite, primitive rights, you're going to be initiated. There would be no obligation part. And that is what I can appreciate. I know of some jurisdictions, they don't necessarily do it that way, but whatever that jurisdiction do for its their workings is okay with me. If you're going to be a part of this jurisdiction, you're going to be initiated. You're going to have to go through that process, those rites and ceremonies. So there would be no where I was just obligated. No, you were initiated. If you're going to be a Royal Archmason, you are going to be initiated into that degree. And that's what I enjoy about it. I think it should be done that way. But I know in some cases, depends on where you're at, it's not necessarily done that way, and that's okay. However, I believe that the works that the various degrees that you have, you should be able to do that work in those degrees. You should not just be getting obligated and calling it a day. You should actually get initiated in your degrees, so you can have that. To me, it's different. I don't want to say, oh yeah, I have the degree and wasn't initiated in a degree. I just received it and that was it. Uh, this is what I like. I mean, even when we do our initiations in the deserts as far as the Master Masons are concerned, their degree work is going to be different. It's not an indoor thing, it's an outdoor thing. They can really get the logistics of what's happening, so when they go back and they read about Harem Abiff and that whole ceremonies, they can actually say they went through it. The same thing what happened in the Royal Lodge. We was just in Vegas a few months ago, and we talked about that. The brothers were initiated in the Royal Lodge. They was like, we went through those arches. I was like, yeah, you went through the arches. You went through 9 arches. Yes, you did. Yeah. And then we went. Then we had the lectures, and then we showed them how to do a living ark, and that was beautiful. So, my thing is that we who are Masons, you should go through the initiation process. You shouldn't skip or just want to be obligated. You should go through it. And there should be no hazing either. Anytime you get into an organization, they want to put hands on you, they want to paddle you and do those things, man, that's the wrong spot. Greetings, brothers and sisters. Most worship Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Illinois. Welcome aboard, Brother Taylor. How's everything? That's me. I believe that when you go through these workings, when you go through these degrees, it should be something memorable. And I try to express that. When my brothers gave me a call the other day, they was getting ready to do an initiation in Atlanta and Georgia, and they was asking me, in regards to what should be memorable. I said when they take that obligation and they say what they will and won't do under these penalties, they should never forget them penalties. They should feel everything. Hear me clearly. When you get your penalties, you should feel everything. That's me. And it'll be memorable. It won't be forgettable. You'll be like, oh, okay, I got it. I see why I'm cautious. That's what I really like. All that other stuff, man, they can keep that. They can have that. But getting involved and seeing why you do what you do and say what you say, that to me is totally awesome. That to me is totally awesome. And you can't change that. You really can't change that. And that's the beauty. I mean, when you're going through these processes and you getting these degrees, do you remember them? Are they memorable to you? That's it. That's it. That's what you got to get, brothers and my sisters. Sisters, when you receive the daughter's degree, it's really not a degree, but when you cross the sands for the daughters, the daughters of Sphinx, what does that mean to you? Sister, when you receive your rolls of the seven seals, and when you receive your herons of Jericho and your lady knights of Templars, and you have done those, what does it mean to you, my sisters? How does that fit into your growth as a member of this organization? How does that contribute? What does it mean? Is it memorable? And I think any time that you're a part of any jurisdiction, your degree work should be memorable. Plain and simple, it should be memorable. And to my brothers in Las Vegas, True Kinsman Lodge in Las Vegas and Faith Lodge in Las Vegas, I want to give you a big shout out. I appreciate the work you're doing. I appreciate the Zooms and the different meetings that you have, the Masters Council there. I appreciate the works that you put in because, man, it's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes you go to your lodge meetings and everybody knows when you're supposed to meet. But you have that core group of brothers who are going to always be present. Brother, you do. I don't care what organization you have. I was in Los Angeles when last week I went to a raising there and I was accepted. The brothers treated me well. I appreciate their love and their kindness, but you always got that core. I don't. You always. You can have 100 people in your lodge. Your core people is only going to be about 25 total. You got 100 people in your lodge. 25 is the core. 25 is the core. You got 10 in your lodge. Maybe 5 is your core. I'm just telling you, and you know exactly what I'm saying. There's no need in you to boast how many members you have. There's only a core group of people who run the Grand Lodge, the Grand Chapter, your lodges, your chapters, the Supreme Council. It's a core, and that's the truth. Be it any organization, there's only a core group of people who run everything. Everybody else benefit off their hard work. That's a fact. Everyone in your jurisdiction, state or national, benefit off the hard work of a few people. Oh, wait. You know it's true. I don't care how big your organization is. Everyone benefits off the hard work of a few people who really go all out. I mean, they go all out. They put their heart in it. And everybody else comes along and benefit from it. Oh man, we had a great session. But you didn't contribute to the packages. You didn't contribute to the Souvenir Journal. You didn't contribute to the transportation team. You didn't contribute to the opening ceremonies. You just came and just benefited from all the hard work. What's up? What's for Brother Joshua? Signing in from class, Brother Joshua. How you doing? I hope everything went well for you at your raising. Last week, man, I want to say I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to stay very long, but the fellowship that I had with you brothers was great. Send a big shout out to your Worshipful Master from me, and let him know how much I appreciate it. I appreciate that. What's the topic? The topic today is we're talking about the United Supreme Council for the Western Masonic jurisdiction. They're getting ready to have their annual session. This is going to be their 102nd biannual session. I'm proud of this jurisdiction. I'm proud of the work of the United Supreme Council. When all else had failed, the membership in the depending houses came through and organized and got this thing running for our Supreme Session, and I'm delighted. I am delighted. I can't wait to see the brothers and the sisters as we come together. We're going to be in Long Beach for about 3 to 4 days, and I'm looking forward to the fellowship, looking forward to the great time that we're going to have. And I'm hoping 2024, I'm hoping that we're going to either be in Atlanta or New Orleans. I'm not really for sure right now, but I know in 2024 it's going to be Atlanta or New Orleans. That's where our next Supreme Session is going to be. We're kind of working out some details, but that's where we're going to head to. Either one of those. I prefer probably New Orleans, totally be honest, you know. Yeah. But the brothers said that, hey, look, we can do this in New Orleans. I mean, in Atlanta. They said they can make it work in Atlanta, so we're going to see. But today's topic is about the United Supreme Council, Western Masonic jurisdiction, as we prepare for our annual session. I'm really looking forward to it. It's cool. I'm gonna get out there and send to San Diego, get a cigar with you, and I got to get you back out here for fellowship, aka. You know what, bro? Yeah, we gonna make it happen. We gonna. What's up, Travis? I would make Atlanta work, brother Travis. When you come to the session, we're gonna talk about what we want to do in Atlanta. Since you saying that you're gonna make Atlanta work, we're gonna see can we make Atlanta work. I'm pretty soaked about this week coming up, and this is what we're talking about. And I'm pretty soaked for those who are going to be in attendance. And I would tell anybody this: when you go to your Supreme sessions and settings, there's an expectation that you should want from your session. The expectation is that you want to learn. Anytime you go to your national conventions, you should want to learn. I'm not just in your local state, that's cool. I'm talking about Supreme Session. Those of you who have these lofty degrees, your Knights of Templars, those of you who have these lofty degrees, when you go to these sessions, you should want to learn. You should want to see how this thing is set up, the workings, and who does what. You should want to get instructions, so when you go back to your states, you will have these instructions in mind. You will see the setup. You will understand what's supposed to take place. This is the importance of having these sessions. Now, some organizations, they give you the financial report. They do all the business. They do all of that stuff. That's great. I have no qualms with that. But in our session, we're strictly doing ritualistic work. We're strictly educating. And then the business will come forth later on. So the brothers of the craft would know exactly this is the cost of holding this session, because that it is a cost. Let me tell you, it's a cost to hold these sessions. And if you're in leadership, it really falls on you a lot of time as far as making these things happen along with members. This is why it's important. As I said, it's important for everyone to participate in these sessions, because that is the cohesiveness of the organization. And I'll tell you something that my dear brother Eric Sutton said. He said, when you hold your grand session, when you hold these Supreme sessions, it's your session. It's not the Sovereign Grand Commander session or the Most Excellent Role session. It is your session. And when you come there, there's expectations to be met. And I would, like I said before, I would tell anybody, when you go to these sessions, yes, look for the expectations. Look for it. You want to get it all. And you want your sessions to be memorable. You don't want to go to a session and all you say, man, all they do is argue. They're just arguing. No. I was at one session years ago. I think I was in Pennsylvania. And I never forget it. We was going to the various meetings, and one brother did say, he said, you know what? When we leave this meeting, we all are going to go to the next meeting. All we're going to do is change hats. We're still the same people. The only person that's probably changing is the positions for which you hold. So it was funny because the Knights Templars and the Lodge of Affection, they or was it the Knights Templars? I want to say the Knights Templars and the Shriners, they they didn't see eye to eye. And the brother said, look, when we leave this meeting, we're gonna change hat, change uniforms, and go on to the next meeting. We still the same people. Why are we arguing about who's doing what? We're the same people. The only thing is that the leadership in the house has changed. But all you did was switch a hat. So I'm going to go to my Lodge of Affection meeting. I'm going to my Royal Lodge meeting. I'm going to my Shriners meeting. And I'm going to my 33rd meeting. All I'm doing is changing hats for everybody that's there and have these rights. Everybody that's there that has these degrees, all they're doing is changing hats and going to another house. I will make Atlanta work. I'm quite sure you will. To be truthful, worldwide core membership is only certain to 15 to 20%. 20. Grand Matron, how you doing, sis? She says 24 hours. Yes, 24 hours. We're going to kick it off. I will be making my way to Long Beach in the morning. I'll be making my way there. I'm looking forward to it. I have your packages, Grand Matron, all ready to go. I'm pretty excited too. You know how we gonna do it, Grand Matron. You know how we gonna get down with it. We're gonna make this a memorable session for us, and I really, that's where I'm at. I really can't wait. My Grand Matron said 24 hours. Oh my God. She's like, yes, we gonna pop this thing off. I'm gonna say this. My wife told me that we was going to work out today. Yes, we went to work out. Here's the thing. She bought me breakfast and then she left me. So I've been here sitting down for like 2.5 hours waiting on my wife to come back. So I decided to go live. Oh, wow. I don't know what she's doing, but anyway. We're going to get back to the conversation at hand. I want to say greetings to everybody who's on. I appreciate you. Grand Matron, I need a Shriner shirt. Brother Travis, I told you good, and I gave you the number to contact the Grand Matron regarding a Shriner shirt. That door has closed as far as I know of. I'll see what I can do to get you one, but brother, how did you manage to mess that up? How did you do that? Yeah, I'm back. I need a Shriner shirt. I don't know. I tell you what, I'm gonna try to get you a Shriner shirt. You know what? I'll have you a Shriner shirt. I'll get you one. But I'm telling you, you can't do this, brother. I'll have your Shriner shirt. I will have you a Shriner shirt, okay? It won't be the same color as the rest, but you will have a Shriner shirt. Is that cool? Brother Travis, is that all right with you? Talk back to me real quick. I gotta walk. All right, I'm back. I'm taking a little stroll here. So I need that Shriner shirt. That's the last message I seen. All right, so look, everybody, I want to say thank you as always. Look, remember, participate in your various sessions and in your works, in your grand lodges, in your lodges. You know, put that work in. I mean, it's a beautiful thing when you can do that. And those are my encouraging words to anybody. If you hold a position and you're coming into a new position, whatever it may be, put that work in. Put it in. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to like it. There's nothing like it. That is so true. Nothing like it. That's real talk. So look, everybody, enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine. And I'll see you on tomorrow. Peace and be well. I'm out.